My name is Brandy Campbell, and I am an extraordinary person, created and designed for success. I believe that everyone who existed before me existed for me, and I owe them the honor of being the best I can be at all times. Therefore, I will always reverence and respect my elders. I will protect and become an example for those younger than I. And I will cultivate a good reputation with all humanity as much as possible. I am talented, skilled, and intelligent, and with hard work and discipline, I will accomplish great things. I am royalty. I have been impacted and affected by gun violence. My youngest brother, Nicholas, was shot and murdered 1 week after he graduated high school, which happened to be 1 week before his 18th birthday. So when he passed, he was 17 years old. He was a bright, young, shining boy with a bright future ahead of him, and I miss him a lot. I've been very angry since my brother was murdered, and if I sit and stand in that anger, then I'm not very good to anyone. I'm not a very good parent, I'm not a very good sister, and I'm not a very good daughter if I stay and move in anger. So I choose to forgive and move in love and share stories of love and memories of love, so that if I show the example of forgiveness and love, maybe someone else will decide not to pull the trigger. I carry a lot of responsibility just as the oldest in the family. That's just the way the birthright goes. And I accept that as a royal mark, in my opinion. But I also am a parent. My son was 6 at the time that my brother died. So I have aging parents, and I have to parent at the same time. My parents' grief brings me to my knees every single time. Every time my mom bakes a cake for my brother's birthday and we deliver it to the fire station to tell them thank you for responding to shots fired. My mom sits in the car and my dad, we go in and we deliver the cake, and he says, I want to celebrate my son's birthday. He's not here, but his memory still goes on, and we want to say thank you. And then I go home, and my boy now is 13 and he's playing basketball, and I'm so proud of him. And he said, you know, if Uncle was still here, I would have made the team sooner than I did. If Uncle was still here, he would take me out to buy these shoes. If Uncle was still here. And his memory fades because time has gone on. 7 years has passed. My memories haven't faded, but his have. And that's just the way it goes. And that makes me sad, but also he's my reason to live and my reason to keep going. So grief is very difficult as the big sister because I miss my brother so. I would ask teachers when they encounter kids that may be struggling with identity crisis or just troubled homes or not knowing how to fit in, to really listen, not just take the signs, see something, say something, yes, but truly listen. Get on their level, you know, like you do with a toddler, you get down on their level and you eye to eye and you look and you listen. Do that for the teenagers too. Give them the respect that they are growing and learning and sometimes lost. Truly listen. Don't just listen to respond. Don't listen to get them out of your way for the next minute. Listen to hear them and help them. I think we need to love our neighbors more and more. My brother was murdered 6 miles from home. You can get anywhere in Roanoke in 15 minutes. So there's no excuse to say this happens over there or it happened over there. It happens here in our community, 6 miles from home. It's not a very far distance to go. Everyone can see the star. It's bright and beautiful, and we should act as such and love as such. After all the pain that I've experienced, the continued grief and anger and frustration, all of the things that go with grief, I still come out because 31 people were shot last year. And I'm hopeful for change, and I'm hopeful to be an example for change. I want to live my life full of love and adventure and joy. I don't want to stay stuck in my grief. Even though the grief brings me to my knees most days, I also have a million reasons to live and a million reasons to keep going.